Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where last time we discovered that the foreman of the southern shipyards has been brutally murdered, and now we have a mystery on our hand. But most of all, we need to find out what about the other locations? What about Zimart and Ahud, and are they still alright? First, though, I should report the collection of all those crates.
What news is coming with the tide?
Let's see what we have here. Hmm, everything seems to be intact, so as promised, here is your reward. It is the least that I can do to repay you for your help, my friend. After all, I never did say that these were mine, right? Yeah, there is that little detail. But I guess at least they're no longer in the harbor. Now, let's see if I can find the other two people and see if they're alive. Ah, I believe this is the guild hall. You have discovered the Sailors Guild Hall. Alright. Ah, hello there.
Do you have need of something?
Greetings! Have you come seeking to join the Sailors Guild Hall? I must admit that you don't look like the sword at a glance, but our membership is thinner than it was before the mutiny. If not for that reason, then speak quickly, for my time is not idly spent. What do you need? The threat lingering from the Airsworn. Well, the heirs of Castamere have been supporters of Umbar, and a great many of them were members of the Sailors Guild. In fact, my predecessor was one of Balakor's the Scourge's most ardent followers. But I digress. I have done what was necessary to put my house in order, if you understand my meaning, but it is no secret that the Scourge's loyal captains still maintain a foothold in the havens. From what I have heard, they find shelter on the docks of their ships, cowering behind their crews, or in the taverns of the sail haven. That is all that I know, Pine Leaf. Alright. What do you need?
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
And it's a miracle what we can accomplish now that Balakor and the heirs have been overthrown, but we must not push ourselves too hard, too swiftly, as we work to build a new Umbar Baharbel. It is a credit to the work ethic of our shipment that the sail haven looks scarcely different than it did before the war, or the mutiny, for that matter. As the new master of the Sailors Guild, it is my belief that meals should sometimes be provided at the expense of the guild's coffers. Let our shipmen keep their wages for their own. To that end, I have prepared a number of meals for hungry shipmen in the sail haven, but I simply don't have the time to deliver them myself. If you could deliver them on my behalf and offer some words of encouragement to the shipmen, I would be most grateful. What do you say? Alright, deliver meals to hungry shipmen in the sail haven. Yes, well, see, even down here, hobbits seem to have a reputation for delivering food. Yeah, well, I guess this is one of them. Seems to have the guild badge. Here you go. Ah, gives him my thanks. You're welcome. I think I'm going to make every wrong turn possible as I go through searching this city. I haven't found the man at the northern shipyard yet, but I have found Legolas.
The people here do not know some of what we know.
I recommend that we keep it that way. If it became clear that some of the rumors that they have dismissed are true, let us say that they become more difficult for us to accomplish our mission. We should speak with this harbor warden and learn what we can of Nakasi's whereabouts. She knows you by sight and will not have forgotten your face. She could make things very difficult for us. Find the office of the harbor warden. Oh, Apparently I went to the harbor warden's office a little bit too early there. Well, don't worry, I'll probably have to return there several times. So, no problem if I go back and forth one or two times before then. Let's see. Where is... Oh. Why do I got a quest right there? I don't know. Let's continue. Oh, that's right. That was the guy who avoided talking to me earlier, right? And there, that looks like someone who is in charge of the northern shipyard. Countless laborers and shipmen work tirelessly to construct new ships at the sail haven. Alright. Hello there. I'm checking in for the harbor master.
What will become of us? No.
Ooh, the threat of the air sword? Ooh, Sumulo chose wisely, I think. Age has not slowed Ishman in the least, and though he might seem a kindly old man at first glance, he is very bit as vicious as his predecessors. The only difference between the two of them is that Ishman fights for the people of the free city, and, of course, that he did not end up in the waters of the harbor with a spear through his back. Nevertheless, I can say with certainty that none of the Airsworn have troubled this shipyard. I have only employed shipmen from the Sailors' Guild since the mutiny, and even so, I have conducted routine inspections on these ships at every stage of their construction. I have seen the Airsworn cowering at their ships at the edges of the harbor, but aside from petty theft and harassment, they pose little threat to our works here in the ship haven. It seems they mean to pillage the city and scatter like rats before the kindred can slay the last of them. I say let them. Death would be a kindness for them. Let them suffer their shame in exile. Ooh, well. Alright, so he wants us to go back to the harbor master then. Anything else I need to do there before I go back? Oh yes, of course. I need to gather more filth. Is that more filth that I see down there? Nah. For a moment I thought that this was one of the hungry sailors, but looks like he has other concerns.
Leave me to my sorrows.
Did you see it? There's a beast loose in the sail haven. It burst out of that crate over there, and then it ran off into the sail haven. It was so swift that it even tore up some of the stonework as it went. I am told that this shipment was for the dwarf, Henok, and if I've nothing to offer him, it won't be before long but word reaches Kolatak and the rest of the kindred of the coins. What am I going to do? If Ishman finds out, he'll have my head. Won't you help me? Alright, I guess I can help you with that. Alright, let's see what this is. Other than a broken crate. Yep. Damaged stone. What was this thing? A cave claw? Well, I guess we'll have to go and find out what it was. Let's see, up this way, up that way. Excuse me. Oh, this way. Alright. Up this way. Did it go up the bridge? Or that way? I guess it went up the bridge? Yeah, there's damage to the bridge. Oh well. Ah. There we go. Up, down, this way, all around. Just, did anyone see a cave claw run through this direction? Oh, okay, here we go. Ah. To your surprise, a fearsome cave claw has taken refuge in this alley. Why should it be a surprise? We've damaged stonework all the way around here. Hello? As you approach the cave claw, you can tell that it is deeply distressed and overwhelmed by the new surroundings in Upper Umbar. Deciding that it might be unwise to try to capture the creature yourself, you look about the alley and notice there are a few sacks of potatoes. You hope that offering it something in kindness might soothe its fears. Well, alright, fine. This looks like a good potato. Here you go. Well, that should do. Oh, hello there.
Do you need something?
Ah, you found my new companion. I spoke with Taprim, and much the same as you, I suppose, my path led me to this alley. It's all right, my friend. I can handle this matter from here, and I think that this cave claw will find quite the pleasant home in the shoreward stone. I do thank you for helping me calm him down, though. It is quite the experience to walk in the streets of Umbar Baharbel, and if we were being honest, I can be a bit much for anyone. I know what you mean. I must confess, though, that I don't know your name. What is it? Pine leaf. Ah, well, that might be a strange name for a cave claw, but I will give it a try. You have my thanks. Great. There's now a cave claw in the area called Pine Leaf. Hello there?
Yes, what is it? Ishmun is too busy to speak with anyone.
But I am Ishmun's assistant, and I can aid you with any of your needs as long as it is in the power of the harbor warden to grant it. What do you want? I want to know about the ships of the Nakasi Wave Weeper. Do you know something? I have not seen Nakasi or Smoldo for some time. There have been whispers about them down in the Sail Haven, but now that you mention it, it is rather strange that they have not come to see Ishman in the past few days. Their ship is hard to miss. Usually it is docked right over there. Is that all? Well, good day to you then. Okay, well, I'll have to talk to Gimli and Legolas on that, but despite what he said, I still have things to report to the harbor master directly.
My duties are many, and there are none but me who can see to them.
Ramax has been murdered? This is intolerable! He was a good man. None who survived the mutiny should have met with such an end, but still, those craven routs cut him down for the crime of helping to rebuild the Sail Haven. I trust that Zemark and Nahud are confident in their judgments, but such a violent action taken against the people of Umbar, against the kindred of the coins, cannot go unanswered. Ooh, he's not going to be happy when I tell him what my errand is.
Might you spare me a moment?
When I was made captain of the Haven, Smoldo said that it had to be me. Kindred of the coins or not, he knew I could keep watch on the Sail Haven. Like it was with poor Ramax, I have known Smoldo since he was a boy. And though our friendship has been a complicated one at times, we have grown to trust each other without question. Before Tumlo departed for his voyage, he told me to do whatever I must to protect Baharbel and his people from those who still put their faith in Balachor the Scourge. While these Airsworn may not fly the black sails of old, they are still at war. Only instead of with Gondor, that was too mighty for them to overcome, they have turned their hatred upon their own. I have seen Umbar changed again and again through the turmoil in the courses of my life, but we have never been so close to true freedom. The Airsworn cling to the past, and their grip loosens with each passing day. But how many more must be injured or killed before they finally are only a memory? I say none! We shall pry each of their fingers loose until their grip is broken, and when it is done, Umbar Baharbel shall truly be a free city. Ah, you're a hail adventurer, and though I do not know your journey, thank goodness, I know that you share my hatred for those who call themselves the heirs of Castamere. Well, I'll have to agree with that one. Let us work together and put an end to them once and for all. Okay? So, heirs to naught.
It is a perilous task to be captain of the haven.
So, let's begin by thinning out the air sworn. Okay, we can do that. Then,
It is a perilous task to be captain of the haven.
I am troubled by Ahud's account, Pineleaf. It does not take long for small thefts to grow into larger ones, especially if such crimes go unpunished. What troubles me most, though, is that the Airsworn see no contradiction in their actions. Those who supported the heirs of Castamere would claim to be the most loyal to Umbar, and yet they would pillage their own city and set Umbar merchants on their course to ruin. Weak-minded cowards! These are desperate men who have abandoned whatever principles they claim to have under the leadership of the Scourge, and it falls to us to set things right. If Ahud spoke true, it is likely that the Airsworn have loaded the stolen goods onto their ships here in the harbor. I ask that you recover them before the Airsworn set off. Okie dokie, I can do that. And
It is a perilous task to be captain of the haven.
after you returned, I sent my guards to investigate the rumors of Zemar spoke of, but unfortunately, the situation is far worse than I expected. From what I have learned, 6 of Valakor's captains remain in the sail haven. Medeshi, Grizagar, Yachem, Hruha, Sikaru, and Ahad. How they all managed to survive the mutiny is a mystery to me, but the kindred of the coins cannot abide traitors in Umbar Baharbel. I am told that some of them can be found on the decks of their ships on the edges of the harbor, but others may still haunt the local taverns. Need I tell you what must be done, Pineleaf? Confront them and slay them to the last. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye. Aye, 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 aye. Oh my! Someone dumped one of the bodies right behind the Harbor Master's tower. I almost missed that one. Ah! You're Legolas and Gimli. Hello?
Gimli and I will keep our eyes open for some sign of Nakasi Wave Reaper.
It is true that Nakasi may cause difficulty for us if she finds us before we locate the ones that she took captive. We will not relax our vigilance. Well, I guess that's good. What do you say, Gimli?
Where has Nakasi Wave Reaper gone? I do not like this.
They say that elves and dwarves cause trouble. I say vengeful widows are more likely to cause trouble than we are, and that trouble will be worse. Yes, I think you'd say the same thing about women with missing children, shall we say? Now, let's see what we got here. Ooh, I think that is quite good. There we go. That takes care of our little adventure with Gimli and Legolas. So that is one part of our city exploration complete. It looks like I need to start searching the various taverns in the area for Airsworn captains. This looks like one of them.
The winds today are most foul.
Who are you to speak to me? Some foreign puppet of the kindred? I should cut your tongue from your mouth. You think the mutiny is over? You know nothing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's stop with the caltrops and I'll stop moving you around, alright? Ah, well, it's a start. And we also have an ending because this, I believe, is the last of the meals I need to deliver. So let's get back to the guild hall. Meals have been delivered.
There is much to be done and fewer hands by which to do it.
You have my thanks, Pine Leaf. Hopefully, I'll be able to deliver some meals myself in the future, but I'm certain that they all appreciated your help as much as I did. You're welcome. And with that, we conclude this episode, and next time I am sure we'll be dealing with some of the heirs of Castamere as well as their captains when we return to the Song of Waves and Wind.